Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to the special Picks of the Month edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. This is our Picks of the Month video for March 2022. And just a quick note about this series. Obviously, it comes out once a month, but it goes out to the gold patrons first. So by the time you see this on YouTube, it could be about 24 to 48 hours later. And some prices might have shifted. I'm not expecting big changes for the cards we're talking about today, but you never know. Quickly before we get into it though, just a fast reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use the HEROES promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can pre-order Streets of New Capenna products there. Plus, they have a whole lot of other things on their website. Remember, if your order's over $100 or it consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, whenever you use that HEROES promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated, so thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Today's video is all about angels. We're going to look at 11 fantastic angels for commander decks. You might remember that last month we discussed demons, so I figured it's time to talk about angels. And both of these tribes are going to have cards in Streets of New Capenna. I don't really think you're going to see like a strong tribal element around angels in that set, but one or two good angels could make people want to build a new commander deck. And the cards I selected today are all cards that potentially could go up in value if that does happen. So that does bring me to one point. This is not a gameplay video. I'm not necessarily talking about the best angels to put in a commander deck. I'm talking about the ones that could have the most growth potential financially. These are cards that potentially could be going up in value, assuming they don't get reprinted, and you never know nowadays. There are a lot of reprintings. We're going to go through our cards in color pie order, beginning with this one here, Avacyn Angel of Hope. The Avacyn Restored copy is currently at $46.99. The one from Iconic Master is $46.27, and the one from Double Masters is at $41.99. So pretty close. That Double Masters one can be found a little bit cheaper typically. It is a fairly popular commander, but it does show up in the 99 of many builds too. Most of all, though, you're going to see this in Kaalia the Vast decks in Commander. And Kaalia is not an angel itself, so you're not going to see that card in this list, but it is another good card that you might want to pick up if you don't have a copy. Assuming it's not reprinted pretty soon, I do think it's going to keep going up and up. Remember, not only are we getting some demons and angels in New Capenna, but Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate is coming out soon too, and we know there's going to be dragons there. Plus, there's a commander deck that comes out with that product called Draconic Descent. Now, it's in Izzet colors, so not everything there is going to be able to go into a Kaalia the Vast commander deck, but still a good indication of where things are going. Long story short, if you don't have a copy of Avacyn Angel of Hope, make sure you have one in your collection. I'm sure at some point it will get another reprint, but we just don't know when that will be and exactly how much the card will cost by then. Next is Bruna the Fading Light from Eldritch Moon. This is at $2.46, very affordable. If it does get reprinted, you won't feel too horrible about that price. Now, this does meld with Gisela the Broken Blade to create the card that you see on the right there, Brizella, Voice of Nightmares. Now, obviously, you want to play Bruna the Fading Light with Gisela whenever possible, but if you drew this and Gisela was a no-show, it still would be a good card in an Angel Commander deck. It is in a number of builds, including Kaalia the Vast. And here is Gisela the Broken Blade from Eldritch Moon. This is at $20, a little more expensive. This one is a mythic. The previous one was a rare. Again, another strong angel in its own right, even if you weren't able to get Bruna the Fading Light into play. Again, you see this in Kaalia the Vast in Commander and other builds in the format. Next, we have Linvala, Keeper of Silence. The Rise of the Eldrazi copies at $18.27. The Modern Masters 2017 copies at $14.37. And the Jumpstart copies at $12.74, the most affordable of the three right now. This can be solid in Commander builds, regardless of whether you have an angel theme or not. But typically, you do see this in angel-centric builds, and it is in Kaalia the Vast again. This also can show up in Sisay Weatherlight Captain Shrine builds, and those are popular right now due to the new shrines that came out in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Lyra Dawnbringer. Now, maybe this is due for a reprint at some point soon, but at $11.57, I still think this is a good price considering how good this card is. It is a solid angel creature that also has one of the most angel tribal effects you can find attached to it. It is a fairly popular commander, but also found in the 99 of other angel builds. And yes, this is in Kaalia the Vast many times too. Radiant Archangel, $21.22 currently. Now, this sometimes shows up in commander builds from time to time. Is it the best creature? Is it the best angel? No, probably not. But it is on the reserve list, and whenever attention turns back to the angel tribe, this card does gain traction. even if it is mostly based on speculation. Next card is another budget option. This is Sephara Sky's Blade at $2.99. Again, if this were to get reprinted, I wouldn't feel too bad about spending $2.99 on it. It is another angel that is used as a commander, but also in the 99 of builds that have a lot of flyers. Doesn't have to necessarily be an angel deck. But of course, it's in many of those too, and you will find this one in Kali of the Vast as well. Aurelia the War Leader. Now, this one is a little bit pricey, and it has been going up recently because it did get some increased commander play in Isshin 2 Heavens as 1 builds. Now, the original Gatecrash copy is at $34.52. The copy from the Guilds of Ravnica Boros Guild Kit, which only comes in foils, at $41.21. This is one where you might want to wait a little bit before you pick it up. I do think it could come down some before it starts to move back up again. You know you're going to see this in Kali of the Vast, but it is in a number of other commander decks too. This is good in angel decks, but another one that can fit into many different builds there. Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight, and this has been reprinted a number of times as you can see, but considering that, it does still have a pretty hefty price tag. First off, the Avacyn Restored copies at $12.50, the Commander 2015 copies at $11.99, the Masters 25 copy $12.73, the copy from Commander Anthology Volume 2, that one only comes in foil, it's at $14.37, and finally the copy from the list is at $11.70. It was on the list for quite some time. It started in Strixhaven, went all the way through Innistrad Crimson Vow. It's another fairly popular commander and found in the 99 of various builds too, but like the previous card, it doesn't just have to be in angel decks. It is, however, great in angel tribal decks and found in Kali of the Vast too, of course. Finally, a card that you will not find in Kali of the Vast decks because this has green in its color identity. Sigarda, Host of Herons. Now first we have the Avacyn Restored copy at $14.24, not quite as expensive as some of the other cards we've been talking about today, although not cheap either. And then we have the Double Masters copy at $14.84, pretty similar price right now. Again, another card that is a fairly popular commander, but also in the 99 of other decks too. Sometimes angel builds, but again, it can fit into a number of different decks. Hexproof on a 5/5 flyer can be very good, and this is another card that's seen some increased commander play recently too. Sometimes it does show up in Sisei Weatherlight Captain Shrine decks, and I have seen this in some partner commander builds of Kodama of the East Tree and Yoshimaru Ever Faithful. Our last card today is an artifact creature angel, a very popular, famous one. It is Platinum Angel, and as you can see, it has been printed a number of times, but the price is still pretty high considering these printings. Let's take a look. The Mirrodin copy, $10.99. The 10th edition copy also comes in at $10.99. Magic 2010, $10.47. Magic 2011, $9.86, and then we have Conspiracy Take the Crown at $9.95, and finally the copy from the list at $10 even. This was part of the list for a very long time, starting with Zendikar Rising, going all the way through Innistrad Midnight Hunt. When it comes to gameplay and Commander, this is also found in Kali of the Vast. Again, you can find this in Angel decks, but it's in a lot of other Commander builds too, and it is another card that's been seeing some increased Commander play recently, sometimes in Jinga Taxius Progress Tyrant decks. Alright, that's going to do it for 11 angels that you might want to have in your collection before Streets of New Capenna drops. Hopefully you found this helpful. Anyway, until next time, hey, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.